can't think. We can't really control our body. I have crazy mind, maybe.
There was this question sent from Emi-san. How did you change your mind when you made a mistake in a competition or ice show? I recently made a mistake in a conference presentation and was a little depressed. I would like to know how you both switch your attitude.
I never think about it. I mean, I was more...
Well, you were very consistent though. You were very consistent. You hardly ever made mistakes at competitions.
But either like I'm really consistent or either I'm really bad.
Okay, but
I have no between.
Simone, I have a question. Because I trained with you and I always watched you train. It like never made sense to me. Because you would do a perfect program, right? Like you would no miss at competitions. Like I remember World Championships. Clean short, clean long. This isn't a bad thing. I'm just being very honest. Very. Like, during your training, you would never like practice your run-throughs. You did a lot of sections. You were the type of skater that did partsばっかりやってたじゃん. I thought. And for me, like Dice は parts だけしかやんないと like I didn't think it would help me in competition. How did you do it? Is it because you have a strong mind when you go to competition? How do you switch gear?
Well, actually, like first year was by the section, and then the second year, actually, Nikolai told me to do a run through, and I tried, like every day. And clean program, free skating, that was a Carmen year, and then I'm like, okay, I can do it. And then at NHK, I skated like clean short. I was second after Karina. Then I was like really motivated, like okay, I can do it because I do it. I did it every day, and it's easy for me now to skate like free skating. But then after the morning practice, between competition and morning practice, I don't know why, but my motivation went down so bad. Like why I'm here, what I'm doing here, why I came here. When I met Nikolai, because Nikolai had ice dancers too, so he was already at the rink. When I saw him, directly I said to him like, okay, I'm gonna go home. I don't want to compete because I don't know, I couldn't see the reason why I'm here now. And he was so angry, of course. And then I tried to compete, but like my motivation was like completely down, and it's not exciting anyway or anymore. So I skated really bad, almost like mistakes all jumps. So that's why I decided, okay, I think maybe if I do run through every day, I knew I could do it. I have crazy mind maybe, but it's something like that. So that's why I do all the time the section or the like 5 seconds between jumps, and then do 4 programs. That makes me more maybe challenging. That makes me more interesting to practice.
On that note, a question to you. How do you deal with practicing? Oh wait, how do you?
Japanese?
And you're not accomplishing something, how do you deal with that? Like if you're practicing and it's not going your way, how do you deal with it? I know how you dealt with it, but...
Nande? How you know? I don't know.
Well, if you were to give advice to any skaters, being consistent in their trainings, like obviously it's not going to be perfect every time, right? Like it's not possible. But if there are days where you're not having the greatest training, what advice would you give them?
I don't practice.
Vicky, that's not the right answer.
Well, because I'm honestly, I didn't practice. I mean, I don't know, but for me it works. If you are not perfect day, like if you are in not perfect day, I try to have a space from skating to make a clear mind and relax more. That's especially like before the World. 2 weeks before Worlds, 2007 and 2011 both, I was like crying every day because I couldn't jump. And Nikolai couldn't believe me that how come, like you jumped yesterday really good and then today like zero. And he thought like I tried to do, like I try to react something, I try to make it something whatever on the ice. But it was real. Like I couldn't, I feel like I forgot how to jump. Not because of my motivation, I think maybe because I was like really nervous or I was like really scary to go for competition. But then when I had that moment, even that I try to practice really good, I try so hard, my body doesn't work, my mind doesn't work, so what's the point to practice? It's better, I think it's better you have a space what do you do now and then refresh your feeling, your mind, and then come back on the ice. And I think it will help you. I mean, it was helped me for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let me go to another question. What would you say your hardest jump was? One of my hardest jump for me was triple loop combos, but who inspired me to do triple loop combo was Mickey, because she would do triple loop, triple loop, triple loop, or like triple S, triple loop in practices. So I just remember back then, I was like, I want to be just like her, but do triple loops because all the other guys do triple toe combinations. So I want to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Me.
I mean, I didn't know you think that way, actually.
I you know, for me, I was a very much of a visual learner. So everyone's different, but instead of having people or my coaches tell me what to do, a lot of times I would overachieve. I would, you know, like go on YouTube and really analyze like really slow motion each jump, or I would see how is the skater getting more components, you know, like I think teaching yourself is a lot of benefit for your own skating. I'm fortunate enough to work with Mari and Nani. They're these fabulous coaches that teaches here in Oregon. Here, I'll show you. So that's Mari and that's Nani sensei.
I do
agree?
the same yeah, I agree with you. Because I was the same thing, like when I learned how to do double axel, and of course like the coaches couldn't stay with you all the time. They have a lot of skater and we have to practice ourselves and we have to push ourselves. And how I learned double axel was because of Tara Rapinski. I watched her jumps a lot. And you know, that's why it's triple loop because of her combination was loop. And I was like you, like I want to be different than everybody. I mean, nobody was like doing like triple that moment when I was 9 or 10, 11. Okay, I want to be like Tara, like as a jumper. And I see a lot of videos of Tara, and it's because when we were young, we can't think, we can't really control our body, or we can't understand what the coach is saying. You know what I mean? So I think, yeah, you're right that for a little kids or the young skater, it's better to steal from their eyes, like steal it from somebody and just like try to copy them. And then after when they turn like teenage, like 16, 17, 18, then they're gonna have a feeling themselves to make it themselves better skater. Yeah.
Because you're coaching now, right? In Japan?
Yeah.
How is that for you? Like, give us a little input.